Hey girl, hey! So I'm sitting in front of my dresser, which is not something I normally do. Today was my first day of my senior year of high school, and I know that a lot of people do these like first day of school vlogs, and I've always wanted to do one. I think I did one like a couple years ago, but it's off my channel. And I just feel like doing it, so I'm gonna do it. This isn't what I wore to school, by the way. I just threw this on. It's today, Tuesday, and I didn't have school yesterday because yesterday was freshman day, and there's always a day before everyone else starts when just the freshmen go, and it's like, I don't know, most schools I think do it, maybe, I don't really know. But just, it's only freshmen, and they go through their classes, talk to their teachers, get to know the school a little bit better, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, I have block scheduling, so if you don't know what that is, it's kind of hard to grasp the concept unless you like are familiar with it, but basically I have half my classes Tuesday, Thursday, half my classes Wednesday, Friday, the other half, and then on Mondays I have all my classes, but today was Tuesday, so it was a B day, which means I had 5th period, 6th period, and 7th period. So I actually haven't had all my classes yet because tomorrow I have 2nd and 3rd period because I don't have 1st period. I'll explain it. I went in and I was a little bit, I wasn't late, but I was like just in the nick of time. Like I literally had time before the bell rang to walk inside and get my final schedule because they give you a final one on the first day that's different than orientation, you know, like in case you made changes and stuff. And I got my final schedule and the bell rang as I was grabbing it, and then I went to class and that was it. And my first class was personal finance, which is, it's kind of complicated, but like in my school we have this thing, we have a class called freshman trans and we have a class called senior trans. And obviously when you're a freshman, you take freshman trans, and it's transitions, is what trans is short for. And I'm a senior, so I'm taking senior trans, and it's like the first semester is personal financing, where we learn like boring, like dreadful stuff like taxes and house payments and stuff like that. And the teacher, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep. Like I don't know how I made it through this morning. And it's an 1.5 hour class because that's what block scheduling is, which usually they go by fast, but that went by so slow. And the worst part is we had our class meeting during that class, which is all of the seniors went to the auditorium and the principal and vice principal come talk to us. They did it for every grade. They do it every year on the first day. And we had it during that class, and it took up like half the class, and still it just dragged on. Okay, senior trans, this is part of senior trans, and now next semester I'm going to be taking health, which is part of senior trans, and that's with a different teacher. So yeah, personal finance this semester, and yeah, so we do like a book report, and then every week she gave us a list of these shows or radio things or something we can listen to online, and then we have to write up a summary of it every week. So, I mean, I have a lot of friends in there and stuff, and it's like a lot of people that I know, so I think it'll be okay. Okay, first let me just talk about, I can't believe I skipped this part, but walking into the school and looking at all these people that you don't recognize, it's a really bizarre feeling. Like, if you've never been a senior before, then you might not understand, but like, it's just weird because all these people are younger than you, and you're like at the top of the school and you don't know so many of them, and it is so weird. Like, I felt really weird because I'm so used to being like under people. Like, I know the older people a lot better than I always knew the younger people. I mean, I still know some juniors and a select underclassmen, but I don't know them as well as I knew the older classes, and it's just weird when they're not there and you just, it's just you are like there and everyone, it's just weird. So being a senior is just a weird feeling. I'm not used to it yet. I still feel like a sophomore. The only reason I don't really is because all these younger people are like walking around. Yeah, so personal finance, that was great. I forgot to bring my binder home, but I guess I'll just forge my mom's signature on the syllabus anyway. If you would say that you never forged your parents' signature and you're in high school, you're lying. I went to break, and that's when it kind of like hit me. Like, I didn't know so many of these kids, and it's like, I don't know, it was weird. But yeah, I just like hung out with my friends at break, you know, whatever you do at break is like 10 minutes. And then we had advisory, which is like a homeroom kind of thing, and that's only for 10 minutes, and that was also really, I walked in basically like at the same time as my friend Carson, and he just like looks around and he's like, where do we sit? Like, these freshmen had taken our table, and it was just so weird because there were so many freshmen in my advisory class, and it was just like, I don't know, I felt like I was in the wrong spot because I'm so used to, you know, it's just weird. I don't know how to explain it, but we didn't like tell them to move or anything, like we're not rude, we just sat at a different table and like we were just like looking at each other and we're just like, this is so weird. They divided up by different classrooms. Each teacher has an advisory. You may or may not have that teacher. I had that teacher freshman and junior year, but I don't have her this year. But we have the same advisor every year unless you switch for like a special circumstance, but that's not like common. And like the last couple years we've only had 1 or 2 freshmen join, and then this year there are so many because there were a lot of seniors last year in my advisory and they all graduated, and then there was like a fair amount of my class, and then there's just a ton of freshmen and it's just so weird. There's this one with an afro and I really wanted to compliment on, but I didn't. My next class was journalism. I'm really excited for that class because it seems like really laid back and it seems like fun and it seems like something I'm interested in because like the writing style of journalism I find so much more like, not fun, but like, I don't know how to describe it, but I'd rather write in the writing style of journalism than like essay, expository, stuff like that. I just think it'll be a lot of fun because I've never taken it before and I've always wanted to, but it never fit in my schedule. It's kind of awkward because you know when like you get to a class before your friends, because obviously I was like right across the hall, and I sat down and I didn't really know where to sit because like I had friends that had been in that class before because it's one that you can take in as many years as you want. So I didn't like know where they sat or anything, and like I sat down and other people just started sitting around me, and then when my friend came, like she sat elsewhere and I was just kind of on my own because, you know, it was just one of those weird situations, but whatever. Basically we just talked and we went over like this article thing and wrote our own little articles about our summer. But yeah, it was really good. I don't know, I think it'll be a good class. It's kind of small though, smaller than I thought it would be. And that's basically where you write the school newspaper, FYI, if I didn't mention that. By the way, this morning I filmed my getting ready for the first day of school video, and that's importing to my computer right now. Actually, it's importing to iMovie right now, and that's why I thought I'd film this. And then once I'm done with this, I'll have a snack and edit my getting ready video, and that should be up tomorrow, but this won't be up probably for a couple days. Lunch was right after journalism. So I went to lunch with my friends and I drove us and we went to this pizza place. I don't know why I'm telling you about lunch. We all got salad bar. Does it matter? No. They have a really good salad bar though. Like when we were sitting there, we all just like agreed that it didn't feel like it had been a summer. Like it feels like we would just never stop. Like it felt like last year kind of. Well, not that, but it just felt like we had been in school for weeks. It was so weird because I guess it was just so natural for us to all go to lunch together at this place because we had gone so much. I don't know what it was. And I had Spanish class, and Spanish, it was kind of weird to have it in the afternoon because last year I had it in the morning, but I'm in Spanish 4. It's gonna be an easy class because it's literally Spanish 3 and Spanish 4 in the same class. So I took Spanish 3 last year, obviously, and it's literally the exact same class. Like I really don't have any worries about it all because I've already taken it, so it'll just be like the same stuff all over again. We played some like games and stuff in there and got to know each other a little bit in Espanol. After 7th, that was 7th period, and then I went home, and that was my day. So how it is at my school is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, since we only have 3 classes because we have 7 total, we have this thing called tutorial, which is basically like a study hall, and if you're an upperclassman you can leave. You don't have to stay if you have, I think it's like a C average, so I never stay for it because it's so pointless. I mean, if I had to, like if I had to retake a test or something, I obviously would, but I usually do not stay for advisory, or not advisory, tutorial. So I went home. I'm so excited for tomorrow because I only have 2 classes. Yes. First period I have calculus, except calculus is a college course and it's taught at my high school, but it's by a college professor. It's the first year they're doing it because there was so much demand for it. Like a lot of kids in my grade are in calculus now. And so it doesn't start for 2 more weeks because that's when the community college starts. So that means that I get to go in an hour and a half late to school. I get to sleep in and I won't have calculus for a couple weeks. I don't know, like I usually love math, but I'm worried because I've always had pretty good math teachers and I'm worried about like a college professor might be like difficult. Obviously it's calculus, like it's not gonna be easy, but we'll see. I know a lot of people that are taking it, so I think it'll be okay. Then second period I have honors English, and that's with the same teacher that teaches my journalism class, and he's a really good teacher. I think it'll be fun. I've heard good things about the class. I've heard it's hard though. Like this week we're going to be doing a lot because he told us last year when he talked to our honors English 11 class that we're going to be doing a lot the first week because we didn't have a summer project this year. And usually in English, honors English, you'll get a summer project, but we didn't have one this year because he doesn't like them or something like that. So we're basically reading, I don't remember which book it is, but we're reading a whole book and doing a bunch of stuff on it this week. So I'm not really excited for that part of it, but overall I think the class will be good because I've heard good things about it. Except I'm not looking forward to the fact that there are 46 people signed up for that class right now. 46. That's almost 50 people if you didn't know how to count. Insane. I really hope a lot of people drop it because that's going to be so annoying to have such a big class. Like, why did everyone decide to jump on the honors English bandwagon in senior year? Probably because there's no summer project. Then I'll have lunch, and then after that I'll have advanced chemistry, which is like chemistry 2. It's technically called chemistry and cell biology, but everyone just calls it advanced chem. And there's actually a new teacher this year, so I'm kind of nervous because I don't know what to expect. Like, I don't know if he's nice. And last year, the chemistry teacher, he moved, so that's why we got a new teacher, but he was so great. But I really liked chemistry, so I hope it'll be okay. And then 4th period, which is the last class of the day, I actually don't have a class because I'm doing this program called Work Experience. And I know a lot of YouTubers are actually doing it this year. I've heard them talk about it, but I got the idea from Beauty Baby 44 because she told me how she actually is getting a free period for YouTube, and I was like, oh, they have a program like that at my school, I'm gonna do it. So I did. So now I have Work Experience, which I just have to log my hours for YouTube and then turn them in at the end of the month, and all I have to have is 25 hours a month, so that's really not that bad. And then I have a free period 4th, so I get to come home every day at 1:30, so yay for that. That's my schedule. That is my first day of school vlog. Thumbs this video up if you already started school, because I think that'd be kind of interesting to see, because I know a lot of people started way before me. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm one of the last people to go back to school. But yep, this is my first day. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about it, even though I rambled about it a lot. I had a lot to say. But I'm gonna go have a snack and edit my getting ready video. Yay! Also, you'll see in that video what I'm wearing, but I'm also filming an outfit of the week this week, so that'd be good. So I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!